Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm like really excited for because I love just talking about beauty products, makeup, things I've been like loving, especially for this year. I feel like this year has been the best for makeup. It has just been makeup after makeup. Like it's been such a great year when it came to makeup. But yeah, I just want to talk about, I want to get in depth about why I love each product. Like these are products that like I didn't use just once and that's it. Like these are products that I'm like obsessed with, that I keep using over and over again because I love it. And yeah, I want to like talk about other things besides makeup products. So if you want to know those products, please don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up. And yeah, please turn on the notification bell so every time I upload, you are notified. And yeah, let's just get straight to the video. Alright, so I just want to start with skincare. You know, skincare is very important to me, of course, and I just want to say like these skincare products. There's actually one skincare that I used today, but as soon as I used it, I was like obsessed with it. And it's the Olehenriksen Nurture Wonderful Double Cleanser. So it looks like this. It's like a lotiony cleanser, so it's like a 2-in-1 because you can remove your makeup with it and it also cleans it while you're doing it. But personally, I used it before applying my makeup, and it left such a beautiful glow within. Like it's not that sweat glow, like you look oily, but it's such a beautiful glow after, and it's very lotiony. So that's what I love about it. 'Cause I feel like with lotion cleansers are better to apply before makeup, because it's just such a beautiful like canvas, like smooth skin. Like it's very creamy, so red white cream, as you can see. Feels very lotion, but yeah, it's very beautiful. And my other favorite cleanser is the Tacha Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil. I also feel like this is a 2-in-1 because I feel like this is so, like if you're looking for a cleanser that cleans all your makeup, it takes it off, this is the one. This is what I use as a makeup wipe. Like sometimes I use makeup wipes once in a blue, but when I don't have, this is what I definitely use because this is the best thing ever. It's like, I call this magic in a bottle because it's like an oil. It's a it's a pump, so it's an oil. It's oily. So, and my other favorite is this Olehenriksen Truth Serum. So it looks like this is a pump. I love serums because I feel like a lot of people don't know what serum is. Serum is just basically just to plump up the skin, make it look more doll-like, and instead of you looking like dull and dead. I love this. Changed my skin so much because I feel like it makes my skin look, before I used this, my skin used to look so dead and dull and tired, but when I started using this, I feel like it plumped it up. Like I feel more like a doll face, if you know what I mean. Like I just love it so much. It leaves such a beautiful glow as well. I use it morning and night. Like before I apply my makeup and after, it's so beautiful. And it's also anti-aging. Like I love anti-aging products. My next skincare is the Tacha Polish Classic Rice Enzyme Powder. So it's a powder, so it's an exfoliator. Exfoliator means is getting rid of all your dead skins, especially if you have really dry skin. But it's perfect for oily skin because also oily skin could tend to have dead skin, like even if it's not visible. So this is such a great, like it's powder, you put it in your hand, you wet it and you mix it and it gets like a soapy kind of look. Then you just rub it in your skin, wash it off, and it's so beautiful afterwards. It gives such a nice like smooth skin afterwards. I love. I use this before I apply my makeup because if I don't, then I feel like all my dead skin is gonna peek through my makeup. It's gonna look like very dry and flaky. I love this. I don't have dry flaky skin, but I feel like when I apply my makeup and if I don't exfoliate before, then it's gonna look very dry. Like, and afterwards my dead skin is gonna come up. My next favorite skincare is the Origins Gizing Energy Boosting Gel Moisturizer. It looks like this. This moisturizer is the best moisturizer ever. Like I'm obsessed with this moisturizer. It's like a cream but with like a gel consistency. Like it feels like gel when you apply it, but it looks like a cream. It is a cream, but I feel like this is perfect for oily and dry skin because it gives like a beautiful glow within, and it lasts me for like a whole 24 hours literally. My skin still looks good with this moisturizer. It still looks like I just applied it a minute ago, like the next day, which I love about it. So beautiful. And I feel like oily skin this is great for, because it's not gonna look like you're sweating afterwards. It's such a beautiful like glow with it. And I feel like gel moisturizers are perfect for oily skin because it's gonna really stiffen your oily skin, and gel usually controls your oils and, you know, the dirt. And yeah. The next moisturizer I love is also the Belief True Cream Moisturizing Balm. The moisturizer is so great as well. I feel like this would be perfect for a nighttime moisturizer because it's kind of a heavy moisturizer versus the other one is lightweight. But this moisturizer is, I feel like, more for dry skin and nighttime. Nighttime I feel like it's a heavier consistency on the skin. I feel like more for dry skin because it gives such a, especially if you apply this before makeup, if you want to use it, just use a little bit before makeup because it is heavy kind of. It's such a beautiful, like, makes your skin look very smooth before your makeup application, especially for dry skin. I feel like for dry skin, if you're looking for that nice, like, glowy, dewy look, I suggest this moisturizer. If you're looking for that nice, beautiful glow to wear without makeup as well and before makeup, if you know what I mean. That's what I love about it. And the next and last skincare is the Gizing Origins Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff. Looks like this. Such a beautiful eye cream. I love it. I use this before makeup and after makeup, and it's so beautiful because it actually does depuff. Like before, I used to have more bags. Ever since I started using this, my bags aren't that noticeable. They're still a little bit there, but it's not that noticeable. And yeah, it's so beautiful, especially before applying makeup. It leaves like a beautiful, nice glow to it. And I tap it instead of like rubbing it. Tapping is really gonna get in the skin, which is rubbing it, you're kind of removing it. So on to eyeshadow palette. I have 3 palettes because, no, I actually have 4. I was basically gonna say what shades I loved and why I loved about it. So the first eyeshadow I'm gonna talk about is the Iluvsarahii Dose of Colors. This is such a beautiful packaging. Packaging gets to me so much. Like if I see a makeup product and the packaging is like so beautiful, like I just want to get it because of the packaging. But it's so beautiful. I love the palm trees, like the plants. But yeah, I just love this palette overall because it's so great to travel with. And I feel like you have everything in one. Like that black is so unique because it has little sparkles. I can't pick one color in this palette because they were all so bomb. They blend so well. When you apply them, it's the same exact colors you're getting. And it's a beautiful palette overall. Especially that blue is my favorite shade. Like, how pigmented that is. So beautiful. The next palette is the 35M Boss Move by Morphe. This palette is so good. The only complaint about is the packaging because it is very hollow, so it's easy. It breaks easily when it falls. But it's so beautiful. Like, oh my god. The only shade I'm gonna honestly complain about, like the ones I used so far, because I didn't use every color, but the ones I'm gonna say I used was this like brownish shade right here. It didn't blend as I wanted it to. Like it didn't blend that good, honestly. But I used mostly like the berry shades. I used the black. The black was beautiful. I used these berry shades and this cranberry shade, this green shade, these. And these shades were honestly beautiful on the eyes and they blend really good. So yeah. Next palette is the James Charles Morphe palette. Oh my god. This palette is so bomb. Honestly, I never seen a palette that blended so easy. Like when I first got my hands on it and I blended, I'm like, it blended so easily. Like I didn't even, like sometimes you know how you have to like sometimes get the blend that you really want, but this eyeshadow palette is so like, it blends like literally I had to blend like twice and it was already blended. Like you get everything in one palette, literally. Like 2 shades are highlight shades. And I feel like you could use this yellow shade, banana shade for like your under eyes to brighten up. And it's so beautiful. I would say my favorite shades I use was the pink one, the red one right there. The highlight shades were beautiful. The highlight shades are beautiful. When you first apply it, it's a little dry looking, but I feel like if you wet your highlight brush or not apply that a lot, it's gonna look real beautiful. That was my experience. But overall, this palette is beautiful. Like every shade I used, I love. Like I used yellow, orange, red, the pink. It was the browns. Everything was just beautiful. The next palette is the Jaclyn palette. I left this for last because her original one, like, I feel like this palette will always have my heart. I feel like you could get that real light smoky eye or that real dark smoky eye with this for some reason. I don't know. I feel like if you're looking for that certain brown, that certain transition shade, I feel like you're gonna get in this palette because it's like every shade you're looking for is here when it comes to like a natural glam look or like that extreme glam or that real natural glam. I feel like this palette is the one. And you also have your pop of colors, which is great. Like, I love this palette so much, and I need a new one because it's all beat up. So don't mind. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to like primers. The first primer I'm gonna talk about is the Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. Oh my god, I just used this, that's why I don't have the top, but this primer is the best primer I've ever used. This primer gives you that like Instagram face, like that Facetune kind of look, like when you want to smooth on your Facetune when you're editing the photos. I feel like with this primer, you really don't have to because it smooths your skin so much. Like, before you apply everything, your makeup, when you first apply it, it does leave a little matte because it's supposed to blur it, so it's gonna give you like a little matte finish. But right after I use it, I usually go with like a glowy product, you know, spray something to hydrate my face, like a, you know, illuminating spray or a glowy cream, whatever. That's usually what I do when I use this primer. It is so beautiful. Like, I love this primer so much. The next primer I'm gonna talk about is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This one right here. It's so beautiful. I feel it's more like a radiant primer, so it's perfect if you want to wear it alone as just a bare skin. Like, if you don't want to wear no makeup, I feel like this is gonna look so beautiful on the skin because it's such a radiant finish. And it's a pump, which I really love because it's so easy. Overall, this primer is really good, like with foundation. If you want to use this primer alone, like, so great. And what I look for every primer is tackiness. Like, if it doesn't have that tackiness within, I kind of get afraid, like my foundation not gonna hold. Okay, so next primer I'm gonna talk about is the Instant Moisture Glow. I wouldn't say this is really a primer. This is more like a moisture. You want like a beautiful glow for your makeup, like I was mentioning with the Smashbox primer. If you want to use some type of glow before your foundation, this is gonna be great for it. It's a squeeze, so squeeze it. It's such a beautiful finish for your makeup and everything. It still looks glowy with every makeup you're gonna use. Such a great primer. And the next and last primer I'm gonna talk about is the next. I apologize, this is not the last one, but it's the next pore filler. Such, like, if you want to have that poreless looking skin with your foundation, especially if you have a lot of big pores, large pores, this is great to use because it just really blurs all your large pores. It looks great. And also a dupe, more expensive dupe, is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless one. They actually work the same if you want to cover your enlarged pores before your foundation. These two are great. I feel like they work the same on me. Now on to foundation. Oh my god. I feel like foundation so important for me because foundation just gives you that overall flawless base to complete your makeup. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna talk about 4 foundations. So the first foundation I'm gonna talk about is the LA Girl Pro HD High Definition Long Wearing Illuminating Foundation. Such a long name. I love this because it's so affordable and it gives you such a beautiful illuminating look for your makeup. It's so, I don't know, like, I'm in the shade Natural, but I feel like, yeah, this foundation is a medium to full coverage. I just feel like it gives you such a beautiful glow within instead of applying a primer. I think this, it just gives you such a natural glow to it. With foundation, doesn't look cakey. Such a great foundation. And it's only like $10. So the next foundation I'm going to talk about is the Mililani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I'm in the shade 05 Warm Beige. This foundation is also an affordable one. It's such a great foundation. I feel like it's perfect for dry and oily skin because it does dry down like a soft matte, but not too like matte where it's gonna like you look really dry. Such a beautiful foundation. Like, I love it so much. Like, it's, I would say, like a medium to full coverage. It just gives you such a flawless look. This next foundation is the Makeupforever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. This is like my second favorite foundation ever because it's so full coverage, and it's so full coverage but it doesn't leave you looking cakey. I feel like unless you use a sponge, if you want a like more natural but yet full coverage look, I suggest blending this with a sponge. I'm in the shade 6Y01. Yeah, it's just so beautiful. Like, gives you that nice full Instagram look. That's what I love about it. And it doesn't move throughout the day. All these foundation I'm discussing doesn't move throughout the day with me at all. And the next foundation I'm going to talk about is the last one because it's my favorite. And it's the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. This foundation has my heart because I feel like it does not do me wrong whatsoever. Sometimes you feel like you love that foundation, some days you're like you still love it but it's not like the same. I don't know, but this foundation never lets me down because it doesn't move on me. It's very creamy when you apply it, but once you blend it out it's like a satiny finish, which I love about it because I don't like foundations that are too dewy or too matte. I just love that perfect satin finish because satin finish I feel like you can mix with glowy products and still not look too dewy, or powder it and still not look too matte, if you know what I mean. But it's such a beautiful foundation. It gives you, I'm wearing it right now, and I feel like this foundation is great for photos. There's something about photos that this foundation looks perfect. I don't know what is it, but it's great. I'm in the shade Warm Ivory. On to concealers, so I'm going to discuss 4 of them. And the first one I'm going to talk about is the Age Rewind by Maybelline. So I'm in the shade Light Pale, but I think I need a little darker. I would definitely use this for like a highlighting shade, but it looks so beautiful. Like, I got many compliments with this concealer. I feel like it brightens kind of. I don't know if anybody else had that, but it really brightens your under eyes. I don't know. The next foundation concealer I'm going to talk about is the Makeupforever Conceal and Define right here. Okay, so this concealer, I feel like it's such a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. Like, it's so full coverage, doesn't move. That's what I look for in a concealer, when it's matte, doesn't move, crease, and when it's full coverage. I feel like I need the full coverage in order to have to cover my dark circles, or you know, when you apply your foundation and it doesn't look the same, you want to cover it up. But yeah, it's only like $7, so such a great concealer. Next concealer is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This concealer, I feel like is great for a more natural look, because I feel like it's not that full coverage, but it's such a nice coverage where if you want to have that natural look but yet a little glam, I feel like this concealer will do it because it's such a beautiful finish to it and I love it. Yeah. And the next concealer and the last one is the Tarte Shape Tape. Yeah, it's so typical, but I feel like this this concealer, you cannot go wrong. Like, I feel like this is the only concealer I would really trust. Like, if I was to bring one concealer on a desert island, like, it would be this. I love foundation, but I feel like I need concealer more to have a very great coverage, like to cover my under eyes. I feel like I need that more than to cover the rest of my face. But yeah, I feel like this doesn't move at all. Like, it just stays on you like forever. It's the best concealer out there. Okay, so I'm gonna go with powders. I have 3 powders to talk about that I loved this year, like top of the game, like I was obsessed with. So the first powder I'm going to talk about is the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. This powder is so bomb. I feel like this powder is great for oily and dry skin because you could build it up where you don't look too matte, or you could just like blend it one time and you won't look, you know, like dewy. Like if you're oily, I feel like you don't have to build it up that much. But it's such a great powder. It stays on all day. And what I look for in like a setting powder, like a loose powder, if it's this shade, like it's kind of like, of course, colorless because I don't want any color in my setting powders, because maybe it will give you flashback or something, I don't know. But yeah, I just usually look for a powder that's like this kind of color, something that's colorless but it has like a tint of that yellow kind of look, you know what I mean? The next powder is the Lancome Absolute powder. I feel like if you have dry skin, like I feel like it's so hard to look for that powder for dry skin, but this powder is so great if you have dry skin because it has a radiant, nice finish to it. I feel like it's so beautiful for the summer. If you want like a lightweight radiant powder that's something that's gonna cake up when you sweat and stuff, this is great for it. It's like a peachy color for me, so right now I wouldn't wear it because I'm really pale, so I'll probably look like a ghost. But you could use this as a beautiful like natural highlight, or like if you want a little bit of a glow, like you know where you usually highlight at. It's such a beautiful powder for that. I'm in the shade Absolute Pearl, but I'm gonna get like a different color. I feel like this powder is kind of pigmented where it will, like, you know, like I said, this is like a peachy color, so I feel like I would look like a ghost right now if I was to apply this. So I usually like to apply this powder all over my face because I love like that overall glowy look. The next powder is the Hourglass Veil setting powder. Yeah, this powder is also great for dry skin because a veil means it's very light coverage. I feel like this is such a great powder for dry skin because it gives you like a soft satin finish. I feel like you don't look too dewy with it, but you don't look too dry with it. It's like that perfect satin powder. Like you could build it up so much and still look beautiful. I love to set this powder at the foundation concealer and then set with like a mist spray, like a Morphe setting spray is my favorite. I love to set that and then set the powder and then set the spray afterwards and spray it. I'm telling you, it's gonna lock your makeup to forever, because especially for events, if you want your makeup to not move at all and not touch up, because I'm that type of girl, I don't like to touch up makeup at all. Like I like to just leave it like that and that's it. Like I mentioned with the Lancome one, but this one I feel like if you want more like of a setting powder, because this one's more like a radiant powder, but if you want more like something to actually set your face and lock it in, I feel like this powder would do it if you have dry skin. Also like that yellowish undertone, which I look for in a powder. It feels so smooth, like really smooth. Okay, so I'm gonna go on to bronzers. Okay, so my 3 favorite bronzers of the year is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. So this bronzer is so beautiful. The scent is amazing. So it's like suntanny lotion. Oh my god, it reminds me of summer. But this bronzer is so beautiful. I feel like it's not too matte. So I feel like if you're looking for that nice, beautiful, bronzy, like not too matte look, I feel like this bronzer is it for it. It's not too orangey. The next bronzer is my Too Faced Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. This is also a beautiful scent. I love it. But oh my god, yeah, I'm in the shade Medium Deep. Yeah, it's the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil one. But yeah, this bronzer is so beautiful on me. Like I like it to get medium deep, because if I get a light one, I feel like it is gonna look too light on me. It depends. Like the Butter Bronzer one, it is a little light on me right now. That's why I like to use it more in the summer, because it does like a little like deeper on me in the summer. But this bronzer I feel like I could use all year because it doesn't look too dark on me ever. It doesn't look too light. The next and last bronzer is the Hoola Benefit. I feel like this is the best bronzer out there because this is a matte bronzer. But I love bronzers that are matte because I feel like it's not going to separate. But I feel like as long as you set it, your bronzer will separate, you know what I mean? But I feel like this bronzer is so good, like for me all year, because it doesn't change like color on me depending if I'm tanned or not. But it is the best bronzer ever. Like I don't know how to explain bronzers that much, but okay, so I'm gonna go to lashes. So my 2 favorite lashes are from the same brand as the Tarte lashes. Their lashes are so beautiful. Like I love them. This is the Tarte Pro one. These are both Tarte Pro, but they came out with this new collection. It's like a green packaging, and the older one is a gold and black one, and this is the style Goddess, and the ones I'm wearing right now is these, which is the style Glamazon. Such beautiful lashes. These are more dramatic. I love lashes that are natural but dramatic, you know what I mean? Like I love lashes that go with any eyeshadow look, because yeah, I love lashes that are more natural but like it goes with any eyeshadow look, like no matter what, because you know you could go to those, like if you're wearing a certain eyeshadow, you could go to those lashes. But yeah, I feel like the ones I'm wearing now is a little more dramatic. So if you're looking more for like a natural glam lash, I prefer the Tarte one, the Style Goddess, the one I always wear. I just want to talk about this product real quick. I forgot to mention, and it's the Glam Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer. So this is a moisturizer, but I feel like I use this better for under my foundation. Like today I mixed it with the Smashbox one, and it's such a beautiful glow. Like when you apply it, it just looks so beautiful. Like I love that glow where you look sweaty. I don't know why, because I am dry, so I don't know. But it's such a beautiful glow. Like it's a nude color, but it's clear on the face. But it feels so, like you can see the glow as soon as you like mix it, like apply it. It's so beautiful. The next thing I also forgot to mention was the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. This is so great. Like if you want to travel with a bronzer and a like highlighting powder, recommend this as a mirror. And my favorite bronzers to use is the middle, because this one is too like grayish on me and this one will look too dark on me. And I love the middle like banana shade to like brighten the under eyes. Like I just feel like it completes the look. When you apply the banana shade, I feel like it gives you more dimension. And then the bronzer is so beautiful on the skin. Doesn't look chalky, doesn't look too dry. Also, the next thing I want to talk about, I also want to mention the Muddy Glow Skin Perfecting Elixir. My god, this is a game changer for me, especially because I do have dry skin. These are oil drops. Oh my god, these are beautiful. It has like little glow specks in it, but I love to use this especially when I have bad eczema here. Lately my skin has been doing good now, but usually I get eczema like right here and it gets so bad, like, and when I apply this it really smooths it out. Like especially if you have flaky skin, this is great to use because it's really gonna like smooth out your flaky skin. It just makes your skin look extra smooth, especially if you have dry skin. Especially now it's winter time and I live in New York, so it's like extra cold, but this is the best thing to use if you mix it with like a foundation or to use with the primer. I wouldn't suggest using this alone, I feel like it will slip and slide throughout the day with foundation, but if you mix this, like if you apply this before your primer, it's so beautiful, or with your foundation for like a more natural look. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is sprays. I feel like I can't be without setting spray because I feel like it just melts everything. And so the sprays I'm going to talk about is 3 of them, but I still have other 2 to talk about, but I threw it out because it ran out, but I'm still going to talk about them. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Tacha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I feel like you could use it as a setting spray if you set your whole face with like powder. If you're kind of looking a little matte and you want that nice dewy kind of finish, like a nice, not too dewy, but a nice glowy luminous finish, I feel like this would be perfect for it. That you can, like, I like to spray this with the sponge, with my foundation, concealer, or you could just set after, like I mentioned, with the powder. It's so beautiful. The next spray I'm going to talk about is the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Illuminating Fixing Spray. These are so affordable. These are only like $8. I also like to use this for my sponge to blend my foundation and concealer because I feel like it melts such a beautiful like glow with it. Like I just love it so much. Like, I like to usually use this more for like my sponge to blend everything instead of using this as actual setting spray like after everything, just because like sometimes I like that airbrush look. So when I'm going for that airbrush look and I use something a little bit illuminating, I feel like it's gonna look too, like I'm looking for that glowy airbrush look, and I feel like that spray is not the perfect setting spray for it because I would just rather use this to blend my sponge and stuff. Use it to spray my sponge with and blend with my foundation and concealer, because if I use this as a setting spray like I mentioned, I feel like I'm gonna look too greasy afterwards. Like I'm looking for that beautiful glow but not to look greasy afterwards, you know what I mean? I feel like it's better if you use this if you feel like you set a lot of powder and you want to just look more luminous. And yeah. The next one is the Makeup Revolution Sports Fix. So it's similar to the other one, but this is a sports fix. I feel like this is great for oily and dry skin because it doesn't leave you matte at all and it doesn't leave you dewy. It's such a great spray for like an overall, like what I look for in a setting spray is something that's not gonna leave you looking too glowy or matte. That's what I look for in a setting spray, and this one does it for me. And it's called Sports Fix because they say you could use this in your best workouts, which I'm not gonna use when I work out, but if you wear like a little bit of makeup and you're working out, the spray will be best for it. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is highlights, my favorites. I have a lot of highlights because that's just me. Okay, so the next highlights I'm getting like really hot today. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is highlights, and so I want to talk about this real quick, and it's the Bare Minerals Crystalline Glow. Looks like this, such a beautiful packaging. And it comes with there's 2 blushes right here and this like bronzy highlighted thing. I feel like this would be better for like darker skin tones, like deeper skin tones. Or you could use as a beautiful like natural highlight. But I used this blush today and I'm obsessed with it. Like I don't know if you can see it, but I love it so much. Like it's such a perfect blush to me. I love blushes that are not too pink or too dark. This is like the perfect blush. It gives you that nice glowy look, like that nice natural glow look, which I love. I felt like this would be too pink for me, but this one was my favorite out of all of them. This blush right here. It's so beautiful. I'm obsessed with it. I'm gonna use it more. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about my 3 favorite highlights at the moment, and it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amorizi highlighter. I love this highlight because I feel like you could use it as a natural highlight if you just use a little bit, but if you want to extreme highlight, I just really like scrub in there. Like, but I love this color highlight because it's like a champagne. It's not too gold or too white, which I love in a highlight. This highlight is beautiful. The colors in the shade Soulmate. This highlight does look dark, but when you put on the skin, it looks so beautiful. Like, I don't know how to explain the color on the skin. It's like that nice goldish highlight, but it's not too gold. It's just so beautiful. I love it. I feel like if you pick up a lot, it's gonna look a little bit drying, but it's such a beautiful highlight. It's gold, but it's not too gold on the skin, and I love it. I just love wet highlights. If a highlight looks wet, I'm gonna use it because I hate highlights that sit on the skin. Like, I don't like those. All these highlights I'm mentioning is the best highlights. It's gonna look wet and blinding. The next highlight is the Sleek Makeup palette. This highlight is so pretty. This is the only one I use, honestly. The orange shade, because it's so beautiful. It looks orange, but on the skin is like a nice beautiful white highlight, but it's not too white. It like blends in the skin so well, and it's beautiful. I love it. And the next and best highlight is the Maybelline Master Chrome one. This is a shade Molten Gold, so it looks really gold, but oh my god, look at it. It's like, it's right here, this one right here. Such a beautiful highlight. I'm obsessed with it. Like, I get so many compliments with this highlight because it looks gold, but on the skin it just blends so well. Like, it looks like a nice, like I have it on right now, and it doesn't look too gold, not too white. Such a beautiful, like, blinding highlight. Like, it looks so wet on the skin. Okay, so I have a lot of lipsticks I'm gonna like share, but I'm really gonna share, I'm kind of gonna share my, like, some of my favorite shades, but why I love them as well. I'm not gonna go through everyone because it's a lot, honestly. So, like, my favorite lipsticks ever is the Superstay Matte Ink by Maybelline. These are the best lipsticks ever because it does not move. It's really matte, but it's not a matte where it's gonna chap your lips and make you look dry. It's such a perfect lipstick. It doesn't move. Like, everybody I know uses this lipstick and they love it because it doesn't move at all. Even when you're eating, drinking, it's the best lipsticks. And I have a whole bunch of shades. So I had the Visionary, I had the Fighter one, I had the shade Poet, I have the shade Heroine, I have the shade Pioneer. Like, I have a whole bunch of these. Like, these are my favorites ever. The next lipstick I'm going to talk about is the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks, and this is the shade Bow and Arrow. I feel like these are the best formula lipsticks ever because it feels so soft on the lips. It feels like you have nothing on. So beautiful, and I love this nude because it's like a mauve nude. This kind of nude right here. It's like, it looks brown, but I love these type of nudes because it could go with any eye look or just, you know, just wear like that. Such a beautiful nude. Like, I love a peachy nude and mauve nudes. Those are honestly my 2 favorite nudes because I feel like they look beautiful, very natural, and they go with like any eyeshadow look. I'm gonna also mention my favorite nude of all time, which is the Kylie matte liquid lipsticks, and this is a shade Commando. This is honestly not my favorite formula she did. I like the velvet ones better because this one, like, I think I want to pick up the velvet one because this is gonna be the perfect one when I do, because it's like a peachy nude and I'm obsessed with it. This is my favorite nude ever because when I'm looking for that perfect nude that just goes with any look, any outfit, it's the perfect nude to go to. That's why I love this nude so much. And the next lipstick I'm going to talk about is the Fresa lipstick by Dose of Colors in the collab with Iluvsarahii. This is such a perfect, I love this lipstick. I love applicators like this because you could really like get in depth with lining your lips and everything. I love this red because it's a strawberry red. It's like unique. I've never seen that type of red. It's a strawberry red because it has like a hint of pink to it. That's why it's called Fresa, because Fresa means strawberry. And my all-time favorite red is the one I'm wearing right now. It's the Stila Liquid Stay All Day liquid lipstick. I'm obsessed with this red. I feel like it's the perfect red. Like, it's not too dark, it's not too bright. It's like that perfect, you know, classic red, which I love. I still need to find the shade. Like, I looked on Sephora and it's like 2 of them that look similar, but it's so beautiful. And it doesn't feel like I have anything on the lips. And my favorite glosses at the moment, this is the one by Buxom, the shade Curve Royal right here. So this lip gloss, it does feel thick. It's like that thick lip gloss. It has pigment to it, like right there, that last one right there. But when you apply it on the lips, it doesn't look that pigmented. Like you could apply it with a lipstick or any lipstick you want, and it's not gonna show like that exact color, which I like. Or you could wear it alone and it looks beautiful alone too. And I also love the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer. These are so beautiful. So this shade is the shade Unreal. Oh my god, I love this shade so much because it looks brownish, like a brownish gloss. Like I feel like the more light, like me, I'm kind of pale, so it is gonna look dark on me, but I feel like with deeper skin tone it's gonna look more like a nude clear gloss. But I like to apply this with like a nude like liquid lipstick, and it doesn't show like that pigmented at all. It looks beautiful, and it even looks beautiful alone. It looks beautiful, and it feels like not thick at all. You're not like you know how lip glosses sometimes they feel thick, but this one doesn't at all. Oh my god, I forgot to mention one more makeup product, and it's the Patrick Star MAC one. Oh my god. Thank god I saved this for last though, because this is the best powder ever. Like I did use this today. Ever since I bought it, I haven't non-stop been using it. This is the best powder ever. Like I feel like this is great for oily and dry skin, because I feel like you could apply so much and still not look cakey and matte. It's such a beautiful, like it's like a peachy shade, which I get scared of when I use peachy shade like powders, because I don't want to have flashback or you know. But he did mention this was colorless, so that's why I wanted to try it, and many people said this powder was great, and it is honestly. Like it feels so lightweight, it feels beautiful on the skin. Okay, so next products I'm gonna talk about is not makeup related. I just want to mention these because I love them. And it's the Jergens Original Scent right here. This is my favorite lotion ever, because there's a dry skin moisturizer. I use this all over my body, especially my feet. I get really dry feet. I hate it. But any other lotion, if I don't use it for at least at least one day, even though I don't go without lotion one day, but if I ever do, these other lotions will really like dry me up. But this one never lets me down. Like if you have really like ashy, sensitive, dry skin, this lotion is perfect for you, and it has such a nice scent to it. Okay, so that's it for today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of long favorites of the year, like I've been obsessed with. These are products that I can't be without, and I know it's a lot, but they're all worth it. They're beautiful products and I love it so much. And yeah, I'm so ready for next year to try more makeup. So yeah, please give this video a big thumbs up to let me know if you love these videos just talking about makeup, and please don't forget to subscribe. It'll mean the world to me. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.